who has ever gone to school, this next person has probably made a big impression. Today on Career Trek, we're taking a trip to the principal's office.
My name is Maeve Buckley, and I am the principal of North Glenmore Elementary here in School District 23, which is the Central Okanagan. Our main role is to supervise everything that's going on in a school. So I look after instructional programs, health and safety, organization, events, activities, and spend as much time in classrooms and interacting with children as I possibly can. Good morning, North Glenmore Gators, and welcome to Monday. It's time for our morning announcements. If you want to stop what you're doing in the next few seconds and listen carefully. So a typical day for me would be 7:45 in the morning. The children go home at 2:30. That's not when I go home. Sometimes we have evening events, activities, sometimes we have parent meetings, all those kinds of things. A typical day is about 8 to 10 hours, and they're 8 to 10 very exciting hours. Spending a couple of hours at home each day preparing for the next day. We're going to be visiting with our grade 6 leadership students, and we're going to be planning our Christmas concert.
Oh, great.
There's a lot of energy in a school, and the principal needs to be part of that energy. I need to be involved in it. I need to be right in the middle of it. They are kind of interested in anyone here who would like to talk to them about what you think I do.
You in the back.
She does a lot of organization around the school for like anything that's out of our usual routine.
Great answer.
In order to become a principal, you do start as a teacher. So a lot of people are surprised that teaching is our foundation. You do need to have a master's degree in education to apply for administration in education. So principals and vice principals have master's degrees as well as their bachelor's degrees in education. Master's degree is another 2 years additional education that you tend to do part-time on weekends and summers. So if you have an interest in education, hopefully you'll also, over time, have an interest in leading in education, and that was my passion. There are lots of opportunities that are available to the principal in terms of moving up in the position. There are school board positions, what we refer to as senior administrators. There's the assistant superintendent and the superintendent. You know, for myself, I was very lucky. I was 4 years in the vice principalship and received my first principalship when I was 30 years old. So at that time, that was pretty young. Today, it's becoming a little bit more of the standard. We have lots of young administrators, but communication skills are absolutely necessary for this job. There's a lot of public speaking. There's also a lot of written work. Every day, I'm putting out memos. I'm communicating to parents. I might be writing a letter of concern, or I might be writing a proposal to the district for something exciting to bring to the school. Both oral and written communication, very, very important. So I'd like to introduce you to my friend Brian.
Hello.
He's here today with Career Trek, and he's very much interested in what we do in elementary schools. In the principalship, you do have to be directive on many occasions because your responsibility is to ensure that everything that is outlined by the Ministry of Education and the school district is actually in place and implemented. I'm sure your mother used to tell you that she had eyes in the back of her head. Well, for a principal, we have eyes all around our heads. So we tell the children that we see them at all times, and you do. You have to be very spatially aware. You need to be able to look at the big picture, the small picture, the details, to be able to move very quickly at all times. Good morning. How are you? Good. Morning, Maddie. Are you ready for your day? Good girl. For me, one of the most rewarding things about this role as principal is the connection that you get to make with individual children and their families. It can be challenging to learn 450 names, but believe me, it's worth it. It's important that every one of our children know that we know them well. The advice I would give a young teacher if they are interested in an administrative role is to look for every opportunity you can to learn and to lead. There are lots of situations where a teacher can step up and actually lead an activity, lead an assembly. I think it's also important for young teachers to try to define for themselves what they think leadership is. What is their vision for excellence in education? What is their vision for an amazing school, and what would they bring to it?
Well, thank you very much for having me today. I had a great time.
Oh, thanks for coming, Brian.
Thanks for having me, everybody.
Bye!
Once again, I'm Brian for Career Trek, reminding you that this career could be yours. See you next time.